Huh? What is it, boy? Did someone fall into a well? Well, let's go check out that well, boy. Come on. Oh, there it is. Whoa. The hell?
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
Well, you can tell me, or you can tell the underside of my boot.
Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from reclaiming goods that are no longer being used. Now, do you want my help or not?
That's what I thought. Alright. Is there a way to get past?
There is a way, and I'll tell you. For a little wager.
Wager? Alright, let's hear it.
Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money.
You've got yourself a bet.
Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, there's 600 caps in it if you make it.
Alright. God. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, have mercy.
Pain from my wound. It's starting to outweigh the pain from my arthritis.
Oh, God. That was a close one there. Is everyone alright back there? Roll? Did you hear your leg or something there? Don't worry, I've got a sim pack ready for you. Let's just make sure that we made it. Open up. Open the door.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Oh, you know, run, hide, run. It's all in the timing.
But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
Alright, look, man, I didn't come here to attack you.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
Alright.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl,
Hello.
our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's not keep her waiting then.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
Yep.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
Well, you didn't exactly roll out a red carpet.
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it.
Alright. So, how might I be of assistance?
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, it maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
Okay. Well, how can we trust each other if you're going to be keeping secrets?
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
In the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Alright, so where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Evening.
Alright. I'll try my best. Hello.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Sure. I would like to know all about your people.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Sure, I could spare the time.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
Go on.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade.
Right.
We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis.
Uh-huh.
Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one.
Alright. Oh.
And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
Yeah. I do have some questions about your people's history.
Ask away.
So, why did your ancestors leave the safety of a vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes,
yeah.
We lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
Yeah, any detonation with a yield of less than a half ton of TNT is boring.
Exactly. We haven't detonated any atomic warhead since before I was born. But besides that, it's a heck with nitpicky restrictions. Anything else you want to know?
I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people had brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
Uh-huh. So how'd you survive, totally cut off from the world?
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
You must cultivate soy or legumes for protein, in addition to grains.
Indeed we do. Very impressive. Anything else you want to know?
What are howitzers doing at an Air Force base?
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
Wow, that howitzer battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
So, how has Nellis taught your people to fly?
Once we restore power, we learned that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We used them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
Alright. But oh, to slip the surly bonds of earth and dance amid the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... Words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
So how did you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
You could attach ballast to the plane and then haul it here for repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has planned to do. You should go talk to him. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice.
Alright. Goodbye.
Bye.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Alright. If I do, you'll be the first to know.
All I need is a pretext.
Alright.
What is it, Savage?
Whoa. Listen, just... Mother Pearl said you have a bug problem?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a Savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
Alright. I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Alright.
If you can't keep that thing under control, I will.
Okay, Boomer.
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. You're the first one to make it through alive, let alone manage a return trip.
Uh-huh. I believe you said you would double my money?
Yep. Here are your caps.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Sorry about that.
That was 600 caps.
Here you.
There you go.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
Alright, well, I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
I have extensive medical knowledge. Let's see what I can do.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Alright, let's see what we got here. This man's leg is seriously injured. It may require amputation to save him. Alright, let's do this. Upon further examination after cleaning the leg, I've realized that it can be saved. So I carefully removed the existing stitches, cleaned the wounds thoroughly, and then restitched the wounds closed using a much more effective procedure.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you.
Thank you. This man looks like he has a serious infection. Improper treatment will kill him. Well, let's do it. The combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some disinfectant, I am able to clean the wounds and help boost the patient's immune system enough that he'll survive.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
Yep. This man appears to be severely injured. Swelling around his face and neck is interfering with his breathing. Alright, let's treat him. After carefully considering treatment options, I have realized that the patient is merely having a strong allergic reaction. By cleaning all wounds of ant venom and administering a steroid compound, I have reduced the swelling and the patient's breathing has returned to normal.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, outsider?
Well, I've finished treating your patients.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least.
Uh-huh. See ya.
Bye.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
Hello. Raquel said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Any signal over 22,000 hertz at 150 or more decibels should do the trick.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Alright.
What is it, outsider?
Well, listen, I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
Alright. You don't, no. Yeah, I passed through a place called Helios 1. Maybe I could find parts there.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging.
Alright. Let's talk about something else.
Alright. What's on your mind?
Can I get a code to use the VR pods in the mess hall?
No, those aren't for outsiders to use. Leave them alone.
I'm genuinely interested in your people's history. What are the pods for?
Well, if you genuinely care so much, they're flight simulators. If you don't know our history yet, you should see Pete and get the tour. We dream to one day rule the skies.
Uh-huh. Alright, I need to get going.
Bye.
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
What are you talking about?
That loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Loyal is using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. I think that's a noble goal.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What's on your mind, Rolo?
Old history, boss. I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always this handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyways. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Why aren't you still there, then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. It took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How did you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts? About what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
What? That's not true, Raul. You're great with a pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Alright. Deal.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Alright, buddy. Listen, I'm looking for ways to help out. Anything come to mind?
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
A personal matter, hmm? Handsome guy like you, I bet there's a girl involved.
You think I'm handsome? Wow. I wonder if she does too.
So tell me about this girl that caught your interest.
There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there. Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving.
Maybe I could talk to her for you. What'd she look like?
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this.
I'll look into it. Stranger things have happened.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever.
Alright, the reflective panels on this array are damaged. Salvage parts could be used to repair the array. You know what? I'll just repair them without any spare parts. Using my knowledge of photovoltaic cells, I have thoroughly cleaned, polished, and upgraded the solar panels. I've also cleaned and rewired some degraded circuits I've spotted. Array efficiency improved by 50%. Array efficiency improved by 50%. Array efficiency improved. Array efficiency improved. Array efficiency improved by 50%. Alright, you goddamn ants. It's time for you to stop misbehaving. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, let's see here. Let's put this thing on here and activate it, and it should do the trick.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
I don't suppose you watch the boomers over in Nellis sometimes, do you?
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
I've been inside Nellis, you know. There's a certain young man there who has a crush on you.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like?
He's a catch. You should see him blush when I flirt with him.
Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Sounds like I better hurry to him. Any chance the boomers would let me visit Nellis?
You know, I'll ask Pearl and make an exception for you.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Alright.
Hey there, lady. Can you help me find Mr. Cuddles?
Who is Mr. Cuddles?
Mr. Cuddles is my teddy. I lost him, and I don't remember where.
I see. Okay. I'll look for him.
Thanks. Let me know when you find him.
Roger that.
How is your visit with us going, stranger?
I don't know, you tell me. What do people have to say about me?
More and more, I hear my people saying good things about you.
Alright. Well, Jack is interested in a girl.
Well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
She works for the Crimson Caravan.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It would mean a lot to Jack if she could come to Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Alright, time for me to go.
Later.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Cuddles.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
Yeah, and good news. She feels the same way.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl?
I spoke to Pearl, but Janet needs a way past the artillery.
Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
Alright.
Hi again. Have you found Mr. Cuddles?
Yeah, I have. I have Mr. Cuddles right here.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll never lose you again, Mr. Cuddles.
Alright.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about him again.
I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet?
Yes, I've got a boomer uniform for you to wear while you cross the Nellis.
There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Hello, Janet's asked me to talk to you about releasing her from her contract.
Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it.
Well, you know, opening up trade with the boomers would be easier with Janet in their camp. Wouldn't you agree?
Intriguing. Janet puts in a good word for me, and the Crimson Caravan gains exclusive access to the boomers. Yes, that works for me. Janet will be paid what she's owed. Consider it a gift.
Alright, thank you.
Have you spoken with McLafferty yet?
Yeah, I convinced her to pay you what you're owed. You're free to leave.
That's great. I can't believe you went through all this trouble for me. Thank you.
Yep, I can't believe it either.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Yep, it's safe to go down there now.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
Alright.
Hello, outsider. Need something?
Hello, Loyal. I repaired the solar arrays and increased their efficiency.
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
Alright, I need to get going.
Bye.
Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close.
Shh, it's okay, boy.
Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women. Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Alright. Goodbye.
Don't get blown up.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Alright.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Lady in the water? What's that?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Okay, but how do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
Alright, I'm game.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any ideas how to get to the bottom of Laid Meek without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Alright, I'll do that.
Fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great.
Shut up.
I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Alright, Jack. Loyal said you could help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Why do that? You can just use corn silk, rubber hose, and a removable adhesive, and that would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Alright, thank you.
Later.
Army.
Oh. Alright. It's beginning to beep, so I guess it's time to press this thing. Watch out, Rex. Get out of the water. Look at that.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Well, Loyal, I guess the dream has come true. Your plan worked. The plane floated up. Seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
Alright. So how exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you. The robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
Are you planning to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have helped.
Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Hey, alright, see you around then.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
I've spoken to Loyal. The B-29 is on its way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Well, there may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Alright then. I guess this is goodbye for now, Pearl.
Bye.